Samanan, guys. So I don't normally re-watch some of the videos that I've done, or somebody if we're doing a podcast or whatever the case may be. I don't really re-watch them. But I watched episode Yama Chance that we dropped last week. What was the date last week? Well, I think the 26th of September. I'm not too sure. And the reason why I watched it is because there was a concept that the one ghost lady brought up, which was decentering men, and I just wanted to just watch that little clip, around that. In fact, I was actually sent that little clip, and then I ended up watching the whole episode. And the concept of decentering men is a new concept to me, and it's been sitting. And I end up Googling it, and I'm just going to read it for you guys here as a definition. Decentering men involves shifting the central importance placed on men and male validation within personal identity, relationships, societal structures, moving away from the effects of the patriarchy. So again, decentering men is again for us to move away from having men as the center of their identity, or the center of who they believe they are, or the goals that they achieve. So we spoke with the ghost, and just to try and unpack how she views these things. And if there's one thing that I always get reminded, like time and time and time again, whenever I sit and unpack things with a lot of females, go see, females just can't think logically. As like you sit and you listen to these new concepts that people have all the time, and I just go, our sisters just they are they refusing to think rationally? Decentering men. And again, we had a twin fro. Guys, you can do yourselves a huge favor and go watch the episode again on the Convo channel on YouTube around decentering men. And it speaks to everything that I've spoken about time and time again on this very channel. Wuti, I don't think women know what men want. I don't think that a lot of these women, not all, even understand a machita at all. I think a lot of them, they have these warped concepts of a machita based on their own traumatic upbringing, because they didn't have any fathers in the house, and the ones that did have fathers didn't have a relationship. So a lot of them grow up, their views or their opinions of men is what they see on TV or social media, so you'll hear them say, men out earn women 70 cents to the dollar. I'm like, we South African, who the fuck speaks like that? On top of that, more black men are unemployed than black women. So what you're talking about doesn't make sense. So they have this warped sense because maybe they have they've seen the white owner of these factories of production who's rich, and then they come and they pour that on us, or they see the patriarchy, which was 50 years ago, being broken down like this, and then they assume that we are the same as our generation of 80s and 90s babies. And I'm sitting and I'm going, well, you guys don't want to unpack the challenges of today based on the problems of today, or even if it's the problems of yesterday, but for our generation, So you guys come up with the dumbest fucking terms, decenter men. Decenter men. Like, I understand if you're saying decenter men in the sense of you as an individual are the most important person in your life, I get that, or your religion, or your kids, I get that. So if you're looking at it from that concept, okay, I get that. But the aim of this world is for man and woman to be together. That's the whole thing. That's if we don't do that, we will surely die. We will surely die. Men, the reason why men drive nice cars is to attract women. The reason why men go to gym and have muscles is so that they can show signs that they can protect, so that they can attract women. The reason why we do anything as a machita is so that we can attract a perfect mate. So again, that's what we do. Ferrari, like, why do you work so hard? So that I can get bumps from a machita. So again, as a machita, when you speak to gents, the ultimate goal is to attract women. Even if you're saying, I'm trying to get a promotion at work and climb this corporate ladder, and so that I can earn more money so that I can buy a bigger house and better car so that ultimately it's so that you can attract a female. She's the center of what we do all this shit for. Like whether you're religious, whether you are traditionalist, it is the center. Men put women at the center and women should do the same. And again, like it plays, and I sit and I was writing down notes, so you guys will forgive me. It's always these single feminists that come up with these stupid ass concepts. And a lot of the concepts come from trauma. Maybe you picked the wrong guy and he cheated on you and he hurt you. Okay, sharp. I get you. You sad and you are triggered and you are hurt. Perfect. I know many times as brothers where we also come up with these dumbass concepts because not we are hurt or we lose what you bring to the table. Because it's silly. So we dated people in the past who came with nothing and they were just takers, they were parasites. So now moving forward as a machita, then we'll use things like, what do you bring to the table, Sisi? So that again, we can get some sort of insurance. Yeah, I'm not going to pour into this lady if she's not pouring into me. So I get it. A lot of it is a trauma response. But at the same time, we also need to get to a point where we like have real conversations with the opposite sex. Like I sit time and time again and I chat to sisters and sisters really don't know what men want. Like really, like sisters really think Uguti having like a master's degree is an attractive trait as a female, and yes, it can be like in terms of your career. Yes, it can be attractive in terms of the financial things, but in terms of will that change a man's mind? If a man is on a 50-50, those aren't the things that will really push him to the side. Whereas you being loving, kind, affectionate, attentive to his needs, that would really be the thing that pushes him over the line. More than your master's degree, more than the car that you have, because again, like women project what they want in a relationship and think that men want the same thing. I want a man who's this and this and who's strong and who's outward and a man who takes control. I want a man who's vocal, a man who's sure of himself. And then because that's what she wants, she instantly assumes that men also want the same thing. No, we want someone who can fucking go make me a sandwich. We want someone who can every morning give me head. That's what gents want. And if you look at it, slay queens, they have it closer than the feminists, because slay queens can get shit that they want from these men, from powerful men. Slay queens can get it from powerful men that these feminists couldn't get. Oh, but she's just a pick me. Okay, pick me, get picked. Idiot. Pick me, get picked. I've said this to gents when gents said, oh, but that guy's a simp, that guy's a simp. That guy's a simp that gets ass when he wants, how he wants. I'm not talking about simp in the sense that he gets controlled like a clown. I'm talking about he understands the needs and the wants of a female and caters to the needs and the wants of a female, so that he can get ultimately what he wants. That's what I'm talking about. And a lot of guys mistake that with a simp. No, a simp is a loser who gives all the time to females in return for nothing. That is a simp. That is a loser. That is just a clown. So again, just because you're seeing a guy buying flowers for a female doesn't mean he's a simp, because he's buying flowers because he knows when he gets home, he's going to get that big booty. Man is going to make him oxtail. He's going to fucking get a double brandy and chill and watch some rugby. So he understands that. I need to do this to get that. So those guys, very fucking smart. They understand the market. The same with sisters that also understand, if this guy comes back, I'm going to make him a sandwich. I'm going to give him this booty. Sharp, that means I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But for some reason, I'm such a catch because I've got a master's degree. I'm such a catch because I'm Audi. I'm such a this, I'm such a that. No, Siswam. You need to understand, what do men need? What do men want? And make sure that you cater for them at that point. At that point. Slay queens understand the reason why this guy is out at this time, because right now he needs this booty. He needs this booty. He needs this booty. And the guys are willing to break their back to get what they... Yeah. You must also understand, here's another very vital concept. Giving a person what they need when they need it is very, very crucial. And in the scale of dating, a lot of the time we weaponize things. This goes on both sides. Men will weaponize not unlocking certain things for Sisi, or Sisi will weaponize not unlocking the booty for Giving a person 50 rand when they need it, is more valuable than giving a person 100 rand when they don't need it. When they don't, and in today's dating market, we've missed that. You know, you giving me the I've got master's degree, I don't need that in a mate. I don't need. I might want it somewhere down the line. Okay, that's fine, nice, sure. What do I need now? I need someone who's attentive, someone who can cater for me, someone who can love me, someone who can understand ukuthi nje. Not lento yokuthi ngifuna umuntu azodi. Mina cabanga usiyolobola umuntu who has decentered men. Faka umlobole lo muntu loyo. But at the same time, these feminists are feminists out there in the world. They're out there, but behind closed doors, they also yearn for kids and a husband and a home. Many of them, I've spoken to many. They are allowed there. Decenter men. Doesn't mean if I'm single, blah, 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 I'm cool. But when you speak to me like, oh no, ufuna ukulotsholwa, ufuna ukuthatha isibongo, ufuna ukuthi ebe yabona umakhela umuzi, kube nezingane inyawana sigijima. And she wants those things because that speaks to her loins, that speaks to the essence of what it is to be umuntu wesifazane. The same way it speaks the essence to what it is to be a man, you know. It's nice being a boy, but there's an essence where the boy wants to become a man and ube nomuzi, yabona, ube nezingane nawe sikubone eChrist, ndusha amatroli nezingane zakho, yabona. There's also that also yearns ukuthi awunkosikazi wami. Noma mhlambe bubathathe babili. Now yabona awumlotshwa ke labo sisi lapha. Abami. Yabona, nawo ubonze ichalo elo baba lo no serious. Yakazanga ukuzodlala lo baba lo umuntu ngempela sikwazi ukumhlonipha. But it's got this thing nje, I watch these things and I go, hey. They really don't know what men want. And a lot of them think that they're doing us a favor. Like, let's decenter men. Okay, good. Decenter men. Not doing us a fucking favor. You know, like I've heard sisters say something stupid like, I gave you my youth. What was I doing? I was learning, what was I doing? I was also there right with you. The same way that you could have gotten all these other niggas, I could have gotten all these other bitches. It's one of those things. Yeah, but for you, when it comes to your biological... Now you want to talk about biological clock? Now you want to talk about it? Don't be stupid. Now I could have had kids there. Now you could have... Come on. Oh, give you my youth. I gave you kids. Like, women think that they must send them a favor. Like... And then you get touched when certain men say, global. It's the same toxicity. It's the same toxicity. Got an bony. As ngempela, singathi illogic. Illogic yosisi bethu ngelinye ilanga nje ngiyabuka nje ngiyathula nje njengoba nisifuna ukusdecent. Asidecenteration guys. Khona ke sohamba sojula belungu ngoba belungu ngeke basidecent. Ibona bangempela bazosithanda. We're really going to find other things because again, I see so many black females jumping over hoops for their white male bosses. Jumping over hoops. But then they'll go to their black male colleagues and decenter men. Go say that to Jono, to Craig. Go say that to them. Don't go decenter that patriarchy. But you want to go to us blackness and you want to decenter us. No, guys. Doesn't work. See, now when you wake up, if you're religious, it's God, then it's your wife. Bossy, it's God, then it's your husband. Or put, or whatever the case may be. But it's your family that's at the center of it. Independent so that nizoba nama-anxiety, nishawe depression, nje nihlanye ikhandela lingasebenzi. Then you guys will get to the other side of 35 bese senifuna ukuba omakhwapheni bethu. Asinifuni mase senigugile sebenisebenzisile abafana. Sebeniqedile abafana bese nifuna ukuba omakhwapheni bethu because ncengile. No, you had your chance. Many guys who came through, but you decentered them. So die alone. Fact. Kunzima la ngaphandle. Umuntu wesifazane, umuntu wesilisa bahlonishwa. You have to respect. And again, this is both ways. It's not ukuthi women must put men at the center of party. Us guys, no. Nathi machita. Njoba sisebenza hard, sivuka kanje. Understand ukuthi ultimately everything is being done for your female partner. Yabona. But in your disagree in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this whole decentering. Wow. But anyway, Nibe Kren, guys, please share this video far and wide. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you agree, disagree, it is what it is. Like, subscribe, do all those amazing things with the notification bell. But have yourselves a fantastic day. And Sunday, guys, I'm out.